riding with Deshawn and his, was this a 13, right?
Yeah.
It's a 10 series. This guy works over at Zappos, good friend of ours, good customer for a while. If you want to check out any more pictures of his car, check out, what's your Instagram, man?
At FZ6R.
At FZ6R. So, hope you enjoy the video we're going to do, and we'll do a quick ride along here, man. So this is Deshawn's FRS. He originally had a hot lava that lasted about, what, 2 months? A month?
Yeah, 2 months before somebody hit it.
And then basically was able to get into this 10 series for equal or the same price. Let's say we go left, man. So Deshawn's got a Kraftwerks C30 kit. He's been running it for how long?
About 9-10 months now.
No issues with the bell, nothing like that?
No.
You got a Moto Tune, right?
Right.
Through us. Take a left, I guess.
The only thing is, when I got the tune, I had him tune it when it was on E85. So in 91, sometimes if I keep my foot on the clutch in first, you'll see it rise up to 2,000 RPM. That's about it.
Are you on E85 right now or 91?
I'm on 91. It's actually a mix. It says
Mix.
E21.
E21?
Yeah.
What as far as like reliability has been good for you?
Yeah, I've had no issues. I literally started up and go.
Do you have any? Someone was having some like cold start issues. I mean, obviously here in Vegas it doesn't usually get this cold, and I think like a week or two ago it was really cold. I mean, that's probably just in the tune where they just didn't tune for that.
When I was full E85 about 2 weeks ago, I tried to start it and it had a little hiccup, but it literally only happened once. Outside of that, it fires right up.
You're still running, you got the STs on here, right?
Yeah, so it's ST coilovers, the 750 CC injectors, the Kraftwerks kit, and a turbo smart blow-off valve. That's about it. Oh, and then skunk 2 headers and Perrin 3-inch exhaust.
Let's see what this thing's got.
Right now when the tune is set up to like automatically downshift on the setting I'm on,
right?
So that's, you'll hear that whenever it stops.
Yeah. It's moving, dude.
Yeah, this is on a mixture of 91 and the 85, so you got to keep in mind too that it's only guesstimated at around 280 horsepower. I have a dyno here though. But on 485, it's estimated at 330 horsepower.
That's a lot, man. I tell a lot of our customers to go with the C30. It's a good drivability wise. I busted. I do a UE again. See if we can get another pull. I tell them like the C30 is a good daily driver. You know, there's a lot of our local customers that have it. They have no issues with them.
And this is from first.
Here we go. Going sideways in third there, bro.
Well,
it was sliding sideways, huh?
It gets traction issues. Definitely traction issues. Yeah, I would say that 300 is a good place to be at. Anything outside of that is stupid traction-wise. So yeah, because it's mixed, E85 and 91 right now, I'd probably say it's probably around that 300 point. I wouldn't really go 400 plus unless you really plan on doing some suspension work.
Traction wise and stuff.
Right. I mean, I've done a couple of drag races, you know, just for fun to see where the car is at, and it never really stands up traction wise. So you're not gonna have the most fun unless you really put in a lot of money into like drag radios or something like that. But
what size tires are you running?
17 by 9 is the rim size, and it's 245/40 on the tire size right now.
So overall, like, the kit's good. It's been reliable for you for 8 months. You know, process, you know, once the kit's installed, getting through the tune, getting it up and going, really hasn't been nothing, huh?
No, I've had no issues with it at all. You know, I've ridden in turbo cars, and while they're fun, they have a lot of torque and everything like that. Like, I've heard of all my friends having like issues at some point or another. I've literally had no hiccups with mine since having it, outside of that one starting issue, and that lasted all of 30 seconds.
Yeah, there's been, you know, no belt issues on a lot of our local customers. And obviously we've done the install, so we know the proper tension and things like that. Yeah, I think some of the guys that maybe had a belt issue that was tight, you know, too loose, you know, had too much belt slap. You trying to go through the water there, man?
Trying not to slide.
Take a left on this. Either this one or the one the bus turned on. This one's cool. Let's give it another run, then we can run back to the shop and stuff. Tire's still wet?
Hopefully not.
I've been in a lot of cars, man. You know, my car is the E85 tune. It's probably 210, 220 the wheels, and that's more than enough power for me for daily driving, getting back and forth to the shop, enjoying myself. That's a toss-up, man. I mean, first you got to decide, like, do you want turbo or do you want supercharger? You know?
Right.
And between those two, you know, once you decide, I mean, I think the Kraftwerks kit's a really good kit. You know, I'm interested to drive in that new Edelbrock kit. We're slated to do an install soon, but we'll see. I mean, this has been my go-to kit for a lot of our customers when they don't really know, and we have to like point them in the right direction of what they want. You know, obviously the internet lets people make their own decisions and, you know, talking to friends, but I think it's a good kit.
I would say so. I mean, prior to having the kit, the car felt, you know, it feels good up high, but it still feels somewhat sluggish. You know, having friends with Evos, STIs, you know, built Mustangs, things like that can be depressing.
Let's take another pull. What have you raced?
350Zs, 370Zs.
It pulls hard.
Yeah, this thing was nice.
So you had that one guy trolling you on the expressway all the time, right?
Yeah, that is a different Evo, and finally caught up with him, smashed him a couple times too. You know, they get pretty surprised, right? Yeah, I've only lost to Corvette. I've lost to a Focus ST when he wanted to run from a dig, but then when we did a roll, he got smashed. Mazda Speed 3, that one was straight demolished. And then my friend's 430 horsepower Evo, of course, beat me. But I mean, there's not very many cars that are going to touch a lightweight car like this that the horsepower puts out on the 85.
Yeah, 300 is good. So as far as other mods go, you got the Perrin catback 3-inch, non-resonated, right? Resonated. You got the Skunk 2 header.
Right.
You got the supercharger kit. So you don't have an intake on there. You got 750 cc's, you said, injectors, yeah. Fuel pump.
No fuel pump.
The stock fuel pump you're running.
Stock fuel pump, stock clutch.
So everything's been pretty good. So it really hasn't been that expensive of an investment.
Nope, it was really cost effective. Really worked out for the best, and I'm happy with it.
How many miles you got on your car?
19,630.
Dude, we put this blower on when you had like
11,000.
11,000 or 1,100? Like, where I thought it was right away.
No, it was 11,000.
So 8,000 miles on the kit with no issues. Anything else about the car you want to say?
No, the car turns heads everywhere you go, just because the overall looks of it. And once somebody sees the intercooler, you instantly get people who are interested in trying to figure out more about the car.
What do you mean, like racing you, right? Pretty much.
No, not really. They just want like
ask you
bench numbers. You know, like, oh, what are you putting out? You know, is the car quick or whatnot? It's not a car that you get girls or anything in.
No,
it's more guys. Guys are always like, oh my god, you got this, and girls are like, oh my god, that's cute.